Amazon FBA tutorial for Taylor.
Happening? No worries, man. No worries.
Looking for a cock-a-doodle ball!
I can order it for you.
Okay, so once you find a book, you'll go ahead and scan it. Open up the Amazon seller account. Click the camera, or it says scan, and then you'll scan the barcode on the book as shown. Click on the listing. It's got a decent rank. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But click on new and you can see the prices here. These are all merchant fulfilled, so they aren't sending their books in. They're storing theirs at their house or whatever. But if you click new and then you see the prime listings, this is what you're going to gauge your price off of. So $14 is decent. This is kind of the estimator on what you'll make. You can fill in your cost, which is, for this one it was $1 and $5, which is, I'm totally cool with that. But that, as you saw, the rank was 5 million, which is kind of high. I feel good if it's 2 million or less. If it's a million or less, you can pretty much guarantee that it's going to sell pretty quick, or relatively quick. Higher than 2 million, you're probably going to wait a little bit. I normally don't pick up any that are more than 4.5 million, 5 million. Goes up to like 14 million. If you see one of those, don't pick it up. It won't sell. Even if it looks like it's priced really high, doesn't matter. It's never going to sell. So I look at sales ranks. Probably 3 million is my top. Anything lower, if you find anything like 1.5 million or lower, I would pick it up, and it's selling well, obviously.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
So this one, when I was at the estate sale, I scanned these books, and this one came in at a rank of 11 million, almost 12 million, which is way too high. There's another one just like it. This one came in at, again, 10 million, way too high. And this is what I was talking about earlier. If you scan it and you see like these prices, $130, $96, $31. Yeah, that might seem cool, but something with the rank of 11 million, it's gonna take forever to sell, if it'll even ever sell. Those people, there's like 10 people ahead of them too, so $130, that's just outrageous. It'll never sell for that. Yeah, 10.1 million. It's an early edition book, probably from 2000s. That's just like an outlier. $130. And then the other ones that are used in good condition range from 14 to 30. So that's the things you got to be like aware of. You don't want to buy a book like that just because you see it's listed for a high price, because it's not going to sell. So
You know how I feel. Why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, you know I'm not happy. You know I'm trying to see if it'll work out here, and I know that it's not.
stick to the good rank. See what the prime comparisons are. If you can get it for a cheap price and you're gonna make $5, $6, that adds up over the course of like 25 books. So now we got to add the books into Amazon. Go to your seller account, your Seller Central. And then you'll go to Inventory, Manage FBA Inventory. And I have a whole bunch of books here. These are ones I've already added and sent in. It's just basically your whole list of what you have. But you want to add more books to what you have. You'll get to this screen, and then on the back of the book you have the ISBN number, so you'll type that in here and you'll get a listing that's already been made. It'll pop up here. This one has a pretty bad sales rank, almost 6 million. Guess I'm just thought it would sell, but you want to select the condition new and then sell this product. For this, I like to open the listings so I can gauge what price I'm going to do mine at. So I'll just have both tabs open. I'll look at it. Since it's new condition, I'll click the new listings. And then it'll give me a page of what's listed in new condition. So there's 6 listings here. But since mine, I'll be sending it into Prime, I really only want to look at the top 3. The bottom 3, they don't have the 2-day shipping, which is offered by Prime. So people are more likely to buy the ones that are listed under Prime. So that's what you kind of want to gauge it at. And again, it's almost a 6 million rank. So this one you probably just want to undercut everybody. So yours will be the first one to sell. 6 million is a kind of a slow mover. So again, I'll look. It's 444. I'm going to undercut it a little bit. So mine's the first one to sell. Quantity of 1. Condition, I picked up from a garage sale, but looks to be in new condition. Make sure you're doing the condition accurate though, otherwise you'll get dinged on your account. It's also an important thing to look at when you're sourcing books. Here, you're going to ship it into Amazon. Merchant fulfilled would be basically like eBay where you do a listing, keep the product at your house, and when it sells, you'll do all the mailing. But we just want to ship it in, get it out of our hair. Don't have to worry about that box down there, but you'll hit save. And here's the listing here. It'll give you a custom merchant SKU. Each book you have to put a separate little barcode on. It just doesn't let you use the barcode that's already printed on the book. So this is basically what this screen is for. You can just hit save and continue. This is really only deals with products that have a battery or are considered dangerous, but you still have to fill it out. So you'll click on the add dangerous goods information. It's a book, so it doesn't have a battery. It's not really hazardous, so you can hit no, hit submit. So that'll be completed, and then you can hit save and continue. And this will load up basically like, oh, is this the only book? So you want to ship, but no, you have plenty of other books. So you go back to inventory, add product again, bring up this screen. You'll type in the ISBN of your next book. And that should pop up. Kind of touching on the condition again, make sure you're listing it accurate. So when you're sourcing it and you scan the barcode, if it's in crappy condition, look at the used condition prices. That's generally a indicator that you probably won't buy it because the used and new conditions vary drastically in price. So I tend to only source new books. Again, I'll close out the tabs from the other listing just to have everything clean up there. Open a new tab for this book. Again, it's new. It has a sticker on it, but I'll peel it off and then clean the book so it'll look like it's brand new. And then I'll see what I'm working with. Again, these books are new, but they're not the Prime. Prime, again, offers 2-day shipping. These other ones, they could be shipping media mail and it could get there in a week. So I'll click the Prime button and it'll limit everything down. Cheapest one here is $12.99, but this rank is pretty incredible. So I'll let the first 3-4 books sell out, and then my listing will pop up there. So I'll list it in the middle of the pack because the other books should sell pretty quick with a sub 300,000 rank. But I don't want it to be there quick. And another thing is these are back ordered, was something I didn't notice. So I'll actually go back and change the $17.25 price to something a little higher because the other ones aren't even available. But once my copy gets to the warehouse, it will be. So I'll actually go ahead and change that to something higher. Again, this is the barcode you have to print out at the end. And then again, the dangerous goods. Doesn't have a battery and it's not considered hazardous. That would be a different story for other products, but this one's focusing on books. So again, you'll get to this prompt. You want to go back and add a product because you have more books to enter. You'll just do it again. So you just keep entering all the ISBNs, going through that process, and then at the end I'll show you how to ship everything up and prep it. So a couple things to look out for when you are adding all your books in and choosing condition. So especially ones you get at garage sales or estate sales or like from Goodwill bins that although they look new, they might not be new. So what I always do, I grab the book and then I'll kind of flip through all the pages because some have highlighting on them, and if they're highlighted, they're not new. Or like some of the corners up here, get on camera here. Some of these corners will be flipped over. If it's just one, maybe you can get by, but if a whole bunch of them are flipped over, can't sell it as new. Or sometimes they'll have like random, like this one in the inside cover had this random piece of paper in there. So you just want to make sure you grab that. A lot of times you see like bookmarks, like random receipts, paper. So you just kind of want to do a quick thumb through, see if you can find any of that. If there's highlighting, it happens sometimes. You just can't sell it as new. And with some of these books, they have like a sticker from where they were previously sold. With the label, you might be able to just cover right over it. Otherwise, if you have like a Scotty peeler, something like don't have one, but like a Scotty peeler, you might be able to pull the sticker up, or you might even be able to just use your nail, and pick the label off. If there's any residue on it, you can just use Clorox wipes and just see. Look at the label. This one, old one, will just come right off. So that's good. And there's nothing left over, so your new label will just go right over the top. So that one's good to go. Take the paper out. With this one, there was some stuff like all over the cover, and it's a white cover, so it's pretty noticeable. I just took a wiped it all down. Now it looks brand new, so I'll be able to sell this one as new. This one new as well. Just a couple things to look out for, because the conditions, everything. You don't want to list it as new, and then if the buyer gets it and there's writing in it, or a lot of the pages are flipped over, because then they'll just return it. So just some things to look out for.
What's in the box? What's in the f***ing box?
Alright, so now that we have everything in Amazon, we have to create the shipment so we can send the books in. So you'll see everything there. You want to go to the inventory. You want to select the books that you'll be sending in. They'll all show up for the status inactive, out of stock. So what you'll do is you'll click on each of the boxes. You'll get a little check mark. And then there's a button where it says at the top left, action on, and then as you click it, the number increases. You'll click on that once you get everything checked. I think I ran into a little issue with the double listing, so that's why this part takes a little bit longer. I just wanted to delete the other listing. But you'll click on all of them. Yeah, see, right here I have two of the same listing. I was confused. So basically what I did is just deselected everything. I just hit refresh. And then I filtered it here just to make it go a little quicker. You can do this if you have a lot of stuff in your inventory. They're all inactive, so you can just click the inactive button. So I'll delete this one. Filter inactive. You got to be careful. If you sold everything, you just can't click the status having everything checked, because you'll be sending in books you don't have. So I'm changing it out right here. And those two still show up because sometimes it takes a few minutes for the listing to delete. I guess I had a hard time figuring that out, but so then at the top you do action on 20 selected. You'll do send replenish inventory. Yes, continue, that's what you want. And then you create a new shipping plan, individual products, continue to shipping plan. Make sure you have all your info typed in there. This is, you're entering the quantity you're sending in. This top box, whatever you type in there, auto fills everything else, so I just have one of each copy. Obviously, if you had two of the same thing, you would have to change that in the corresponding box. So you type in two, like there, for example, but I only have one of each. That's the first step. You have to go through all of those steps there at the top. You'll hit continue. And then prepare products. So these are just books. So you click this window here. You don't need any prep. Other products might need, certain packaging or certain cleaning or certain warnings, but books don't need that. So you just click no prep needed. And then who are to do the prep? Merchant, which is you. You're going to be doing it. If you pick Amazon, they're going to charge you for it. So I go down to this book. I've never seen this before, but saying I have to polybag this book for some odd reason. I could do a dispute, but who knows how long that would take. It's not a big deal. I have polybags, so I'll just slip it in one of those and then send it in like that. With that, you just put it in the poly bag, and since they're clear, you can see where the barcode is. You'll just put it on the poly bag. Anyways, I'll just hit continue. Sorry if my eyes look like they're over to the left. I'm watching the screenplay on the left side of my screen. Then who labels them? You have to, again, you can select Amazon, but then they'll charge you for it. So just hit merchant for all of them. And then you'll hit continue. And then you'll review the shipment. Might load a little bit here. Still loading, still loading. Here it shows you where you're going to be shipping it to. Sometimes you might have to send it to a few different locations. In this case, it's all just going to the one location, which is nice. I clicked the box too early here, so I'm just going to exit out of that. So that's where you're going to be shipping it to. At this point, you want to stop there and open a new tab with the scan and label. You can approve and continue here. What you're looking for is a SKU list because you have to type in all the SKUs to get the labels in that new tab. So I'll download SKU list here. And I'll just print this, and then that merchant SKU, that column is what you're going to have to reference when you're typing it into this new tab, which I'll show you here. So I'll print that out. This is what it looks like. Again, just looking at this highlighted column as I type it like 4 in, and then I'll cross them out. I'll throw a pop-up on the screen of kind of what it looks like. Just got to make sure I got the right printer. Print that out. You got to use it as a reference. And you can just get rid of it. You don't need it. Might be kind of a long process at first to get everything taken care of, but once you've done it a few times, it goes pretty quick. And also, one thing that takes a long time is right here when you have to individually type in these little merchant SKUs. If you had a Bluetooth scanner that you could just scan the barcode of the book, then it would pop up. It would go 10 times quicker, but I don't have a Bluetooth scanner, so for now I just have to type them in. That's kind of why it takes so long.
My mother has just informed me that we're getting Chick-fil-A for dinner!
Alright, so you'll get to this screen, and then using your list that you just printed out, you'll type in the merchant SKU into this box. Like I said earlier, the typing kind of takes a while, but if you have a Bluetooth scanner, you can always use that, but it's what you just got to do for now. You'll print label. All my settings are messed up, so I have the Dymo printer, so I'll change it to that. The labels I use work under return address. That's just how it fits for me. And then you just change it to landscape, and that'll print out. You hit print. And prints out a little label, just like this. And I'll do a little pop-up on the screen, and it'll show you. But that'll print out, and then you just move on to the next one. Pretty easy. So here's the next SKU. You'll do this same process over for all your books. Print label. After you adjust the settings the first time, it should default to those. So you should be good there. But yeah, I usually do like five at a time. Then I'll highlight them and cross them out. And then, yeah, just do it again for all of them. Alright, now we're on to one of the last steps. So after you get all the labels printed and applied to your books, you go back to this tab, you hit work on shipment. There's all the info regarding the shipment. As you can see, shipment status says working. Scroll down to the shipping service. It's a small parcel. You want to ship it through UPS because you get the best rates. You're just going to put everything in one box. And then here, it's basically your SKU list, what's going to be in the box. And then I'll just put everything in there, weigh it, and then got to get the dimensions as well. So I'll do that quick. Got everything. Box weighed 23 pounds, 10 ounces. I'll just put it as 24. And it was 17 inches by 11 inches by 10 inches. If it's close, I'll just round up. So you'll type that in, scroll down. You'll confirm the shipment. And then you'll calculate the shipping charge. As you can see, $6.68 to mail a 24-pound box is pretty phenomenal. So you'll pay for it, and then you just got to print the labels. These go on top of the box. So there it is. Print that. I'll have to adjust my printer. Still on the label settings, but you'll get this printed out. You can trim it up a little bit, but then you'll just tape it on the top of the box. I'll show you that here. And then you just put the books in the box, tape it up, and then you'll bring it to UPS. I tend to kind of wrap everything in bubble wrap a little bit, just so everything's secure. And then do some paper on top, newspaper or whatever, just so everything doesn't rustle around. But then you hit complete shipment and you're done. And you can go back, and then all you gotta do is ship it off.